Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ashok IT. So today it is our first session for Amazon Web Services. So we will call it as AWS Cloud. Before going to start with this course, first let me tell you the details of this course. So we all are here to discuss about AWS Cloud Platform, right? So to attend this course, what are the prerequisites? To attend this course, what are the prerequisites? So to attend this AWS cloud, you need to have some Linux basics. Linux basics are prerequisites to attend this AWS cloud. Then next, the class timings and the class duration. So this AWS cloud is going to take 40 days. Duration 40 days. So course start date, today is the first class for this. As I mentioned, today is the first session for our AWS cloud, 18th August. 18th August. So it is going to take 40 days. So classes Monday to Saturday, classes will be available. Timings, class timings daily class timings. It will be there from 9:30 or 9:40 a.m. 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST. 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST, Monday to Saturday, regular classes will be available. Regular classes will be available from Monday to Saturday. Daily class timings 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST. 1.5 hour class will be available per day. The course duration is 40 days. Today is the first session for AWS. The prerequisites to attend this AWS is Linux. So we already completed our Linux classes. Videos are also uploaded to YouTube. Perfect. Next one, coming to course content. So in this AWS course, what we are going to learn? What we are going to learn in this AWS cloud? So we are going to start with what is cloud computing. We are going to start with what is cloud computing, cloud advantages, cloud computing, cloud advantages, AWS services details, AWS services introduction, regions and availability zones in the AWS, regions and availability zones in the AWS, data centers in AWS. Then we are going to talk about EC2 service in the AWS. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. Then we will talk about EBS, that is Elastic Block Store. Elastic Block Store. We will talk about ELB, Elastic Load Balancer. Then we'll talk about ASG, that is Auto Scaling Group. Auto Scaling Group in the AWS. Cloud computing, cloud advantages, AWS services introduction, regions and availability zones, data centers, Elastic Compute Cloud, Elastic Block Store, Elastic Load Balancer, Auto Scaling Group. Then after that, we are going to talk about S3. S3 stands for Simple Storage Service. S3 stands for Simple Storage Service, which is used to store unlimited data in the cloud computing. After S3, we are going to talk about Route 53. Route 53 is a domain name service, DNS service, DNS mapping. How to map our application URL to the domain name, that we will understand by using Route 53 service in the AWS cloud, right? After this, we'll talk about RDS. RDS stands for Relational Database Service, Relational Database. Then we'll talk about DynamoDB. DynamoDB is a NoSQL database. To work with the SQL database in the AWS cloud, we will use RDS service. To work with the NoSQL database, we will use DynamoDB. After this DynamoDB is completed, then we'll talk about Elastic Beanstalk service, which is providing platform as a service to run our applications. After this Beanstalk completed, we'll talk about VPC. VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. To set up isolated network for our cloud resources, we are going to use this VPC. Right. EC2, EBS, ELB, ASG, S3, Route 53, RDS, DynamoDB, Elastic Beanstalk, VPC, lambdas, that is for serverless computing. For serverless computing, we are using lambdas. Then we'll talk about CloudWatch, which is used for monitoring purpose. What are the resources we are creating in the AWS cloud? We need to monitor those resources. For monitoring purpose, we are going to use CloudWatch. And we'll talk about SNS service. SNS stands for Simple Notification Service in AWS cloud. Then SES, Simple Email Service. Simple Email Service in AWS cloud. SQS, Simple Queue Service. SQS, which is Simple Queue Service in the AWS cloud. Then we'll talk about ECS service. ECS, Elastic Container Service. Elastic Container Service, which is used to run the Docker containers. Then EKS. EKS, I'm going to cover in the DevOps, guys, because you need to have the knowledge on the Kubernetes, then only you will understand the EKS. EKS already mentioned in the DevOps course. EKS nothing but Elastic Kubernetes Service. EKS nothing but Elastic Kubernetes Service. So in the DevOps, I'm going to explain this EKS. Then we'll talk about CloudFormation. This is infrastructure as a code. How to create the infrastructure in the AWS cloud by using code, that is CloudFormation. CloudFormation service also we are going to learn in the AWS cloud. And we are going to learn about IAM, Identity and Access Management. Identity and Access Management we are going to cover in the AWS cloud. Did I miss any other service which is important for us project? AMI will be covered as part of EC2 only. IAM is one separate service. AMI is not a separate service. AMI is part of EC2. EC2 and AMI will be covered here only. Terraform is part of DevOps. Security groups key pairs will come under EC2. Security groups key pairs comes under EC2. Terraform is a DevOps tool. AMI, Amazon Machine Image, comes under EC2. Right. Perfect. So here auto scaling I already mentioned. So this is the syllabus of our AWS cloud. We are going to start with cloud computing and we will see cloud advantages and what are the cloud services available, regions and availability zones in the AWS, data centers, EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. In this AMI will be covered, key pair will be covered, security group will be covered, Elastic IPs also will be covered in the EC2. EBS stands for Elastic Block Store. It is a storage service. ELB, Elastic Load Balancer. ASG, auto scaling group, S3, it is for storage purpose. Unlimited storage we can achieve by using S3. Route 53, it is for DNS mapping. How to map our applications to domain name? We can do that by using Route 53. Next one is RDS. RDS, nothing but a relational database. DynamoDB for NoSQL. Elastic Beanstalk for platform as a service. VPC. VPC stands for virtual private cloud. Lambdas are used for serverless computing. Amazon AWS lambdas. Nowadays lambdas are having lot of demand in the market. CloudWatch, it is used for monitoring purpose. What are the resources we are creating in the AWS cloud? We can monitor those resources by using CloudWatch. Then next, SNS, SES, SQS, simple notification service, simple email service, simple queue service is available. ECS, Elastic Container Service, EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service. For Kubernetes service, for Elastic Kubernetes service, we need to use that AWS cluster, EKS cluster. Kubernetes knowledge is required to work with this. So I'm going to cover the EKS in the Docker concepts. I mean, as in the DevOps concepts, Docker and Kubernetes. CloudFormation, which is used to create the infrastructure in the AWS cloud by using code, right? Next one, IAM. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. This is the syllabus. Are you clear? So today is the first class for that. And one more thing is EFS, guys, Elastic File System. Another service is available, which is also very important. EFS service, which is Elastic File System. That also will be covered as part of our syllabus. Elastic File System. Elastic File System. Perfect. Yep. So daily class timing 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST. Daily class timing 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST. Monday to Saturday, regular classes will be available. Today is the first class for AWS. The course duration 40 days. So what are the prerequisites to attend this AWS? Linux is the prerequisite. Linux basics, Linux commands you should know. Then you can learn the AWS cloud easily. Are you clear with this? Prerequisite for AWS cloud, Linux classes completed. The AWS cloud duration 40 days. Start date today, 18th August. Daily class timings 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST. Monday to Saturday classes will be available. Regular classes, not just Saturday, Sunday. It is regular, Monday to Saturday. Course content. So these all are the topics we are going to cover as part of this course. Now, daily class notes will be provided. Daily class notes will be provided. Daily class video will be provided. Daily class notes will be provided. Daily class video also will be provided. Then how to prepare a resume? Resume preparation will be available. Resume preparation, I will do it for you. I will give some sample resumes. Then next one, frequently asked interview questions also I'm going to share with you. At the end of the course, we will do resume building, how to keep this AWS cloud services in the resume, and how to attend the interviews. What are the frequently asked questions in the interview for AWS cloud? Those things also you can get from our institute. Okay, right. Frequently asked interview questions will be available. Telegram group for communication. One Telegram group will be created. Telegram group for doubts, clarifications. So at the time of doing a practice, you may get some doubts or you may face some problems. I already created a Telegram group. The Telegram group we are going to use for our discussions. Any doubts, any class updates you will get from Telegram group. Okay, guys. Fine. Daily running class notes will be provided and daily backup video also will be provided. Resume preparation will be available. FAQs, frequently asked interview questions also will be provided. Telegram group for doubts, clarifications will be available. Got my point? Now, after completion of this course, after completion of AWS, you can keep 3 years experience on AWS to attend interviews. Linux plus AWS, you can keep in the resume, you can attend the interviews. After AWS got completed, we will start DevOps. After AWS got completed, we will start DevOps. Are you clear? After AWS got completed, we will start DevOps. Now, so this is a master program course on the DevOps with AWS, guys. So we are having master program on DevOps with AWS. So the course is divided like this: Linux, AWS, and DevOps. It is a master program on DevOps with AWS. We already completed our Linux. So today we are starting with AWS. After this AWS, then we are going to start with DevOps. Right, non-IT people also can attend this course. Non-IT people also can attend this course. You can get the syllabus document from our website. What we are going to cover in this course, you can get that syllabus copy. I will share the link to download the syllabus copy. So from our website, if you click on this link, you can access the syllabus copy. You can download course content. If you click on this PDF, you can see the course content here. Syllabus. Download syllabus from here. I gave the link. In the chat box, I have given the link. You can download the syllabus for DevOps with AWS. Linux completed, AWS starting today, and DevOps will start. Anybody who want to attend the DevOps and AWS parallelly, DevOps class is running morning at 8:15. If 8:15 timing is not possible for you, you can attend the DevOps in the upcoming batch. Okay, so anybody want to attend parallelly, AWS will be available at 9:30 a.m. This is the timing, and DevOps is having current batch is available at 8:15 a.m. If it is okay for you to manage the timings, then you can attend the DevOps at 8:15. Otherwise, you can attend the DevOps in the upcoming classes. It is not mandatory to attend 8:15, guys. We are giving the flexibility. If anybody want to complete the course quickly, I suggest you to attend the DevOps AWS parallelly. If it is not possible for you to attend the DevOps in the morning, either 8:15 a.m. batch you can do, or you can do the DevOps in the upcoming batches. Upcoming after AWS DevOps will come. At that time also, you can attend. It is not mandatory to attend the 8:15 batch. If you want, we will allow you. If you don't want to attend DevOps now, you can attend the DevOps in the future classes. Are you clear? Are you clear? Anybody who want to attend parallelly, you can attend. Once you complete your enrollment, admin team will give you permission for 8:15 DevOps batch, 9:30 AWS. You can do it parallelly. If time is not possible for you, if this timing is not possible for you, then no problem. First you complete your AWS, then you can complete your DevOps. Linux classes already completed. Linux videos I already uploaded to our YouTube channel. I have shared the Linux videos already. So if you go to our YouTube channel playlist, you can see there are 9 classes I have conducted for the Linux. 9 classes I have conducted for the Linux. The people who did not attend the Linux classes, so you need to watch the Linux here. Linux videos, 9 classes. Yesterday only our Linux is completed. The Linux videos you can access from here. Okay, now fine. So the course fees for this Linux, AWS and DevOps, as we mentioned, course fees is 15,000 rupees. 15,000 INR for all three: Linux, AWS, DevOps. So whenever time is possible, you can attend for that. Now you can do AWS. If you want, you can do DevOps and AWS. If you want only AWS now, you can do only AWS. DevOps you can do in the upcoming batch. Course fees, this is for AWS plus DevOps. If you take both, you will get for 15,000. If you want to attend only AWS, AWS course fees is 10,000. It is a package. Package course fees is 15,000 for AWS plus DevOps. Now you can do the AWS, DevOps you can do later point of time. AWS, if you want to take only AWS course fees is 10,000. You will get the live classes, daily class notes, and daily class video also will be available for you. Package fees is 15,000, DevOps plus AWS. If you want to take only DevOps, 10,000. If you want to take only AWS, 10,000. If you take both, you will get it for 15,000 only. Package. Still, any other questions, anybody related to this course? Still, anybody having any questions related to this course? Right. As I mentioned, prerequisite Linux videos already available. Linux classes completed. Duration 40 days. Timings 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Monday to Saturday, regular classes will be available. This is the syllabus. Daily class notes will be provided for you. Every day I will prepare the running notes. I will share the running notes. You no need to write any notes. Daily video also will be provided. Resume preparation will be there at the end of the course. Frequently asked interview questions will be given. A group will be created for the discussions. After completion of AWS, you can keep 3 years experience on the AWS to attend the interviews. Okay. After AWS got completed, we will start the DevOps. So if you want to attend both AWS and DevOps, the course fees is 15,000. AWS plus DevOps. First AWS, then next DevOps. If you want to attend only AWS, the course fees is 10,000. So it is a master program on DevOps with AWS. AWS plus DevOps. After both completed, you can keep 3 years experience as AWS and DevOps engineer to attend the interview. If you want to attend both, you can do it. 8:15 DevOps class is there, 9:30 AWS is there. If you cannot attend the DevOps at 8:30, you can attend the DevOps in the upcoming classes. Currently, you can attend only AWS at 9:30. From 9:30 to 11 a.m. Monday to Saturday, regular classes will be available. It will take 40 days to complete only AWS. So the syllabus copy you can download from our website. So this is the link from where you can download our syllabus. Good. So doing a project on the AWS means setting up the infrastructure on the AWS. I will show you how to set up the infrastructure for the project in the AWS cloud. Every service we are going to discuss with practicals, not just theory. For every service, practicals will be available in the real time, how we are going to use that service, how I am using that service in my project. So everything will be explained practically and in the live. And for every service, lab task also will be available. I will tell you how to work with that service in the live class. Then I will give you lab tasks also that you need to do before coming to the next session. Perfect. Good. All right, guys. Let's get started with the introduction for what is cloud computing, what is this AWS and all. So this is 01 session introduction session. Perfect. So what is this AWS? AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. This AWS cloud from Amazon company managing this AWS cloud. This cloud platform came into market in the year of 2006. This Amazon company providing cloud services, cloud infrastructure from the year of 2006. This AWS is highly reliable, scalable infrastructure platform. It is providing the services for 190 plus countries around the world. 190 plus countries people are using AWS cloud infrastructure to set up their application. 190 plus countries using AWS cloud infrastructure to set up their application. So AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. This AWS providing infrastructure through internet. Whatever the infrastructure you need to set up your project, that infrastructure you can take from AWS cloud. So 190 plus countries using the AWS infrastructure for developing and running their applications. Okay, fine. AWS providing a infrastructure. Sir, what is the meaning of this infrastructure? What is infrastructure first of all? Let's understand. Before coming to IT infrastructure, let's take some generalized examples to understand what is a infrastructure. For example, I want to conduct offline classes. Currently, I'm taking online class. So if I have a laptop with internet, then it is sufficient to conduct the online class. A laptop and internet, one Zoom account. I can set up online classes and I can teach in the online. But I want to conduct offline classes also. If I want to conduct offline classes, then I need some setup. I need some infrastructure. I can't conduct offline classes in my house, right? I need to take one room and I need to set up some chairs, some tables, board, lights, power, AC. Like that, we need lot of things to set up one school or to set up one offline training classroom. So to conduct offline classes, I need board, I need tables, I need chairs, I need markers, I need dusters. This is called infrastructure that is required. So to conduct a offline class, I need this infrastructure. Similarly, if I want to set up one hotel business, we need to take a very big building in the main road of the city. We need to set up electricity. We need to set up air conditioners. We need to set up tables, chairs, plates, spoons, forks. Lot of things are required. In order to set up one hotel. So if you want to set up a school, you need some infrastructure. If you want to set up a hotel, you need some infrastructure. Similarly, if you want to set up one project, we need some infrastructure. The infrastructure that is required to develop and to run our application is called as IT infrastructure. So in order to develop a project and in order to run our project, we need some machines. Some computers are required. In those computers, we need to install some servers to run our application. Those are called as web servers. We need some application servers. We need database servers. We need load balancer. We need a network. We need power. We need storage. We need security. We need monitoring. So if you have all this infrastructure, then only we can develop and execute one software project. So to develop a software project and to execute a software project, we need infrastructure. That infrastructure is called as IT infrastructure. That infrastructure is called as IT infrastructure. What components are required? Machines required, web servers required, application servers required, database servers required, load balancers required, network required, power required, storage required, security required, and we need to do monitor all this infrastructure also. Then only we can develop one project and we can run one project. Then how to do this infrastructure setup? We need to recruit the people. We need to recruit the people who are good in the database administration. We need to recruit the people who are good in the networking, and we need to purchase the computers by spending money. We need to purchase server licenses. We need to purchase a network. We need to purchase the power. We need to set up a power backup. We need to take a security guard. We need to monitor our server room. Lot of things we need to do to set up the infrastructure to run our application. So if you want to set up IT infrastructure on your own, it is very costly. Purchasing computers, purchasing servers, purchasing network, purchasing power, purchasing storage, setting up security, monitoring the servers, recruiting the people, paying the salary to them. And if there is any problem, you should be able to resolve that problem, right? All these things we need to take care on our own to run our business, to run our application. That is risky, and we need to invest a lot of money. We need to invest a lot of money. So if you set up all this infrastructure on your own, still we are going to face some challenges. That means security, privacy. How can you maintain security for your infrastructure? 24/7 people should be there to monitor your infrastructure, and you need to take care of security of your infrastructure. Hackers should not attack our servers. Hackers should not access our servers. We need to maintain that security, and we need to maintain data privacy. And whenever required, we should be able to increase our infrastructure. So today I am using 10 servers, but my application getting more and more traffic. I want to increase from 10 to 20. Now again I need to purchase 10 servers. So to keep 20 servers, my room is not sufficient. Then I need to take one more room. Okay, so suppose for example, today in our area power is not there due to rain, due to tufan, power is not there. Can you tell to customer today there is a power cut in our area, so our systems will not work? No. You need to maintain always power backup. Availability should be there. 24/7 your infrastructure should be up and running, and whenever required you should be able to scale your application. And you are using a network. There are so many network providers are available. For example, due to rain, today networking is not coming to your building. Internet is not coming to your building. There is a issue with the wires. Internet wires are damaged due to rain. Can you tell to customers today there is a network issue in my area, so my application will not work? No. And suppose due to some issue, due to some earthquake, your building got collapsed, your servers got damaged, then how can you get the data back? Your servers crashed or your building got crashed. A fire accident happened in your building, your systems got burnt, you lost all your systems. How can you get the data back? How can you get the data back? So if you set up the infrastructure on your own, you need to take care of all these issues: security issue, privacy issue, scalability issue, availability issue, poor network, disaster recovery. All these are the challenges that you need to face when you set up the infrastructure on your own. So if you want to develop a project and if you want to run the project, you need infrastructure. That servers, database, machines, storage, network, power, all these things are required. But if you purchase all these things and if you set up, then again maintenance is required. You need to maintain all this infrastructure. You need to take care of security. You need to take care of scalability. Scalability means increasing and decreasing. Availability, 24/7 your systems should run. You should not say power problem, network problem. You need to take care of that power backup, network backup. Disaster recovery. If your building got collapsed also, data should not be lost. Customer data should be there. You need to maintain a backup for that data. These all are the issues we are going to face when we purchase and set up our own infrastructure. Okay, so to overcome all these problems, we are going for cloud computing. Now, to develop and run our project in the company, we have two options. One is purchase the infrastructure and set up everything in our company. If you purchase the infrastructure and if you set up that infrastructure, then that is called as on-premise infrastructure, which is also called as in-house infrastructure. You purchase the infrastructure, you set up the infrastructure, you manage the infrastructure by taking the people. So you need database administrator, you need network administrator, you need electrician, you need security guard, you need a room. Lot of things are required if you want to maintain infrastructure on your own. So if you purchase the infrastructure and if you maintain that infrastructure, that is called as on-premise infrastructure. But lot of challenges are there and it is costly. So to overcome these problems, what we are doing now, instead of we are purchasing and setting up the infrastructure, we are going for cloud infrastructure, cloud computing. That means whatever the infrastructure we need, somebody will provide the infrastructure for us. We just focus on our business development. We no need to bother about the infrastructure. Infrastructure will be taken care by cloud provider. Infrastructure will be taken care by cloud provider. We need to focus only on our development. We need to focus only on our business. It is like a postpaid bill. You use the service, at the month end you pay the bill. Everything they will take care of it. Credit cards. You use the credit card, at the month end bill will be generated based on your usage. Similarly, cloud providers are available in the market. These cloud providers will give infrastructure for rent. Whatever the infrastructure you need, like machines, servers, database, storage, network, power, security, whatever you need for your project development, for your project execution, everything they will provide through internet. That is called cloud computing. So now we need an infrastructure for the project. Do you want to purchase and set up the infrastructure, or you want to take the infrastructure for the rent? Now we have two options. If you want to purchase and set up, then it is costly and you need to take care of all the problems. So that is called on-premises infrastructure, or we can also call it as infrastructure. But nowadays, most of the project, almost all the companies are moving to cloud infrastructure. That means some company will take care of our infrastructure. We will pay the money for them. They are responsible to manage and maintain infrastructure for our business. That is called cloud infrastructure. So what is this cloud computing? What is this cloud infrastructure? What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is on-demand delivery of the resources that you need. Now to develop a project, we need some servers, we need some machines, we need network, we need power, we need storage. Whatever the infrastructure that we need, what are the resources we need, we can take them from cloud provider through internet. Instead of we are purchasing and we are maintaining the infrastructure, we can take it from the cloud provider. Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of the resources over the internet. Cloud computing means it is the process of providing on-demand resources over the internet. Sir, how these cloud providers will give the resources? They will give you one website. In that website, you can choose what infrastructure you need. You can set up that infrastructure for your requirement, right? So now, what is the costing? Are they providing infrastructure free of cost? No, they are providing the infrastructure based on pay as you go pricing. That means how much you use, for that much you need to pay, like a postpaid bill, like a credit card bill. If you use the credit card for a transaction, then bill will be generated. At the month end, they will calculate how much you need to pay. So similarly, cloud computing is also available. It is the process of providing the IT resources over the internet with pay as you go pricing. Pay as you go pricing, nothing but they will give the services. They will give the services, you use them, whatever you use, how much you use, based on that, you pay the money for them. Right. So what is the advantage if you go with this cloud computing? Do you need to purchase anything? Do you need to purchase anything? Do you need to maintain anything? Do you need to set up anything? Do you need to take care of the power, network, security, backup and all? Nothing. Everything will be taken care by cloud provider. Cloud computing is on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay as you go pricing. With pay as you go pricing, they are providing the IT resources over the internet. Pay as you go pricing, they are providing the resources over the internet. Right. So what are the advantages if you go for cloud computing? So it is not one advantage, guys. There are several advantages are available when we go for cloud computing. The first advantage of going with the cloud computing, pay as you go. You no need to purchase anything. You no need to pay anything in advance. You no need to make any advance payments. Pay as you go. You first use it. Based on your usage, you need to pay the money. They are not going to ask to pay anything upfront. Upfront payments are not available. Upfront payments are not available. Whatever you use, for that you need to pay the money. Pay as you go. That is the first advantage of going for cloud computing. What is the second advantage? The second advantage is low cost. Cost is very less. If you purchase the infrastructure, it will take lot of money. If you want to purchase infrastructure, you need to invest lot of money. But when you go for cloud computing, you no need to make any advance payments. You no need to purchase anything with your money. You just take it for rent. You use it. Pay as you go, low cost. Then third advantage, scalability. If you want 10 servers, they will give you. If you want 30 servers, they will give you. If you want 40 servers, if you want 100 servers, how much you want, they will provide you. You can increase your infrastructure, you can decrease your infrastructure based on the demand. If you are getting more business, then you can increase your infrastructure. If you are getting less business, you can decrease your infrastructure. Scalability is one of the very good advantage in the cloud computing. And the next one, availability. 24/7, 365 days, your infrastructure will be up and running. They don't tell you power issue, network issue, because cloud providers already have the plans for power backup, network backup. They are providing the services in the market from last 10 plus years. Okay, so they have the plan, they have the power backup, they have the network backup, they have the security, they have the privacy, everything is there with them. Ready-made softwares are available with them. Ready-made infrastructure is available with them. We just need to use it and we need to run it. So what are the advantages of going with this? Pay as you go, low cost, scalability, availability. These are the advantages. Next one, reliability. Reliability means a very strong infrastructure. It is not going to fail. Whatever the infrastructure you are going to get from the cloud provider, it is a reliable. Reliable infrastructure, nothing but reliable infrastructure, nothing but strong infrastructure. Reliable infrastructure, nothing but a strong infrastructure. Reliable infrastructure, nothing but strong infrastructure. Whatever the infrastructure we are going to get from the cloud provider, that is a reliable infrastructure. That is a strong infrastructure. Got my point? Next one, security. Next one is a security. So the cloud provider will maintain security for your application. For your infrastructure, security will be available with the cloud provider. You no need to bother about your data. You no need to bother about the security. Everything will be taken care by cloud provider only. And the next one, unlimited storage. How much data you want to store, that much data you can store. How much data you want to store, that much data you can store. Unlimited storage they are providing. Unlimited storage they are providing for your usage. And backup. So if you store some data in the cloud, then they will maintain backup of your data. So if you delete also, the backup will be available whenever you want. You can get it in the future. You can get it in the future. Are you clear with my point? Are you guys clear with my point? What are the cloud computing advantages? Pay as you go, low cost, scalability, availability, reliability, security, unlimited storage, and backup. Unlimited storage and backup will be available. Unlimited storage and backup will be available. Cloud advantages. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is the process of delivering on-demanded resources over the internet. Cloud providers will give the resources over web with pay-as-you-go pricing. With pay-as-you-go pricing. Clear with my point? With pay-as-you-go pricing. Perfect. Perfect. Are you able to understand this, guys? What is cloud computing and what are the cloud advantages? Cloud advantages: pay as you go, low cost, scalability, availability, reliability, security, unlimited storage, and backup. These are the advantages of going for cloud computing. Right. So what are the cloud providers available in the market? Not only AWS, guys, there are several cloud providers available in the market. Who are those cloud providers available in the market? AWS is one of the leading cloud provider in the market. Azure is one cloud provider. GCP, one cloud platform. AWS is one cloud. Azure is one cloud. GCP is one cloud. Salesforce is one cloud. So there are so many cloud platforms available in the market. When we compare all these cloud platforms, AWS is the market leader. AWS is the market leader. AWS is the market leader when we compare all these cloud platforms. Cost wise, AWS services are cheap when compared with other services, and AWS is having a lot of experience in this business because from 2006 onwards, AWS started providing cloud resources for the people. 190 plus countries using AWS cloud services. AWS cloud managing by Amazon company. Amazon is the cloud provider. Amazon is giving AWS cloud. Okay. Azure. is from Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, GCP, Salesforce Cloud from the Salesforce company. So there are so many cloud providers available in the market. AWS, Azure, GCP, Salesforce. These are the famous cloud platforms available in the market. So in this course, we are going to talk about AWS Cloud. So in the AWS, there are so many services are available. So to set up the infrastructure for your application, AWS provided several services. What are those services? 200 plus services available in the AWS cloud. AWS offering 200 plus services. So as I mentioned, some of the services which we are going to cover here, 15 plus services we are going to learn in our course. But in the AWS, how many services are there? AWS having 200 plus services. So we are not going to use all the 200 services in one project. Some services are related to games. Some services are related to data science, robotics. Some services are related to networking. Some services are related to storage. Some services are related to security. So they categorized. So total 200 plus services available in the AWS. By using those services, we are going to set up our application infrastructure. AWS is a cloud platform which is managing by Amazon company. Amazon is the cloud provider. AWS is the cloud platform. Whatever the resources, whatever the infrastructure that we need for our project, we can take from AWS cloud. AWS providing cloud infrastructure with pay as you go pricing. What is the meaning of pay as you go pricing? You use it and you pay the money for that. 200 plus services available in the AWS cloud. So in this course, we are going to understand 15 plus services. As part of our course, in the next 40 days, we are going to understand 50 plus services in the AWS cloud. Are you guys clear with my point? So today we understood what is cloud computing. Can you guys tell me what is the cloud computing now? Can you guys tell me what is the cloud computing, guys? What is the meaning of cloud computing? Come on. Speak out. Speak out. What is the cloud computing? What is cloud computing? It is the process of cloud computing means providing IT resources on demand basis. Providing resources on demand basis over the internet. Providing resources, I mean to say IT resources on demand basis over the internet is called as cloud computing, right? Cloud resources we are using based on pay as you go. Cloud providers giving infrastructure based on pay as you go. Cloud providers giving infrastructure based on pay as you go. Providing or delivering IT resources over the internet based on the demand. Multiple definitions we can write it. So one more definition we can mention like this. Delivering the resources over the internet on demand basis. Delivering resources over the internet based on demand. This is also one of the definition for cloud computing. Providing IT resources on demand basis over the internet can be called as a cloud computing. Delivering IT resources over the internet based on the demand. This is also one of the definition we can say for cloud computing. How these cloud providers are giving that? Cloud providers giving infrastructure based on pay as you go. Pay as you go. What are the advantages of going for cloud computing? Cloud computing advantages. Can you guys tell me what are the advantages of going for cloud computing? Do you remember? What are the advantages we discussed? The first advantage, pay as you go. You no need to do any upfront payments. First you use it, then you pay the money. Pay as you go pricing. Pay as you go pricing. If you use it, then only you need to pay for that. Next one, low cost. Low cost. So if you want to purchase the infrastructure, it is very costly. But here we are not purchasing anything. We are just using on rental basis. Low cost will be available. Then next one, scalability. Scalability means we can scale up and we can scale down. Scale up and scale down. Whenever you need more servers, you can increase. When you don't need, you can decrease. So you can scale up your infrastructure, you can scale down infrastructure based on the demand. If so many people are accessing your application, then you need more servers. If less number of people are accessing your application, you need less servers. So you can scale up, you can scale down your infrastructure based on your business profits or based on your business revenue, based on the traffic. Based on the traffic coming to your application, you can scale up your infrastructure and you can scale down your infrastructure. Scalability will be available when we go for cloud computing. And next one, availability. Availability 24/7. The services will be available for you 24/7. Your resources will be available. Zero downtime. Zero downtime. They will not say power issue, network issue. They will not say such kind of reasons. So 24/7 availability will be there for your application when you go for cloud computing. Pay as you go pricing is one advantage. Low cost is one advantage. Scalability one advantage. Availability one advantage. Reliability. Reliability means strong. Whatever the infrastructure they are providing, it is not going to fail. It is already tested, it's already proven. So many people are already using the cloud infrastructure. It is not going to fail. Reliability is available. Then security. So whatever the data that you are storing, whatever the infrastructure you are creating in the cloud, they are responsible for security. They will take care of your security. Next one, unlimited storage. How much data you want to store, you can store that much data. Unlimited storage they are providing. Unlimited storage they are providing. And backup will be available. Backup will be available. They will maintain your data as a backup for you. If you lose it also, you can get it from the backup. So these all are the advantages we have when we go for cloud computing. Pay as you go pricing, low cost, scalability, availability, reliability, security, unlimited storage, and backup. Are you clear with my point? What is cloud computing? Delivering IT resources over the internet based on the demand is called as cloud computing. So these are the advantages of going for cloud computing. Okay, if we set up infrastructure on our own, if we set up infrastructure on our own, then it is called as on-premises infrastructure. On-premises or in-house infrastructure. If we set up infrastructure on our own, then it is called as on-premises or in-house infrastructure. Maintaining in-house infrastructure, purchasing in-house infrastructure is costly. In-house infrastructure is costly. In-house infrastructure management is very difficult. Managing in-house infrastructure, managing in-house infrastructure is very difficult because you need to take care of lot of things. Security, backup, recovery, scalability, availability, storage, n number of things you need to take care on your own when you go for in-house infrastructure. So now in the industry nowadays, companies are preferring on-premise infrastructure or companies are preferring cloud infrastructure. Companies are preferring on-premise infrastructure. Companies are preferring cloud infrastructure. Companies are preferring cloud infrastructure. Companies are preferring cloud infrastructure. Why companies are preferring the cloud infrastructure? These all are the advantages. If you go for on-premise infrastructure, you need to focus on your project development, you need to focus on your business, and you need to focus on the infrastructure. But if you go for cloud, infrastructure will be taken care by cloud provider. You can focus only on your application development. You can focus only on your business growth. Infrastructure will be taken care by cloud providers. Cloud providers. There are several cloud providers available in the market. It is not about only one cloud, guys. There are several cloud providers available in the market. We have several cloud providers in the market. We have several cloud providers in the market. Who are those? First one is Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Salesforce, IBM, Oracle. Like that, there are so many cloud providers available in the market. Amazon is providing AWS cloud. Amazon is a company. This Amazon company managing this AWS cloud. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. Microsoft is having one cloud, which is called Azure Cloud. Google is having one cloud, which is called GCP. Salesforce is available. They are having Salesforce CRM Cloud. IBM is having cloud platform, which is called as IBM Cloud. Oracle is having a cloud platform, which is called Oracle Cloud. Similarly, Alibaba Cloud is available. VMware Cloud is available, etc. There are so many cloud providers available in the market. Can you read the names of the cloud providers? Quickly, come on. Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Salesforce, IBM, Oracle, Alibaba, VMware Cloud. Guys, when you are attending the class, you no need to write the notes. You just listen to the class. I am writing the notes for you. Running notes I am preparing. After the class is completed, I will share these notes in the website. Once you complete your enrollment process, you will get the access for the class notes, right? You will get the access for the class notes. You no need to write anything on your own. Don't use pen and paper. You just concentrate on the class. I will share this notes file for you. After the class is completed, you will get these notes. Okay. Perfect. Just read this, what we discussed. What is cloud computing? Just read these points once quickly. What is cloud computing? Read this statement. Subject should be injected into your brain. Don't buttify anything. Understand the concept. Pay as you go. IT infrastructure. Cloud providers will give you the infrastructure which is required for our project. What are the advantages? Pay as you go. Low cost, scalability, availability, reliability, security, unlimited storage, backup. If you set up infrastructure on your own, then it is called in-house infrastructure. Purchasing the infrastructure, setting up the infrastructure is always costly. So for that, we are going for cloud infrastructure. Who will give the cloud infrastructure? Cloud providers. Who are the cloud providers? Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Salesforce, IBM, Oracle, Alibaba, VMware. Like that, there are several cloud providers available in the market. Are you clear with this one? Any questions, anybody? You can type in the chat now. Guys, I can read your questions in the chat. Harpreet, what is your question? Harpreet Daliwal. Anybody having any questions, you can type in the chat box. You can ask me at the end of the session also. Out of all these cloud platforms, AWS cloud is having lot of demand in the market. AWS is the market leader. When we compare all the clouds, AWS cloud is having more demand in the market. More jobs are there on the AWS cloud. Okay, perfect. Good. Fine, guys. So today is the first session. So I'm stopping with this. So tomorrow we will start the AWS introduction. Tomorrow we'll start the AWS introduction. You can attend the class tomorrow also with the same Zoom link at same time at 9:30. Class is going to start tomorrow with the same Zoom link. You can attend the session tomorrow. So today's video you will get in our Telegram channel. I gave the link to join in the Telegram. Please join in that. I will share this class video. Thank you. People who are having questions, you can raise your hand so that you can talk to me now for your doubts clarifications. The people who don't have doubts, just listen what doubts people are asking so that it will be helpful for you. Tomorrow you can join the class at the same time 9:30 with the same Zoom link. Thank you guys.